I just finished watching the last season of The Boys. I was a big fan of The Boys in the beginning, and because I'm a Marvel fan, I enjoy watching all the superhero stuff. So my thing is, this season of The Boys, there have been plenty of times I'm about to turn and just shut it off. I understand the whole fake pastors. There's fake Christians out there, people who call themselves Christians. It's always been. It was in the Bible. But it was so disrespectful that I have to ask God to forgive me for even sitting through half of it with some of the disrespect and some of the things that y'all said. I get the whole thing where you got these fake pastors out here and people wanting to go after the whole Trump situation with Christians and all that. I get it. So you try to do a little political with it. But what happens a lot of times with Christians, God tells his followers to turn the other cheek, because at the end of the day, the Bible says vengeance is his. So you can pick and then do all that. And you're not doing it toward me, because at the end of the day, you're doing that towards a living God that y'all are disrespecting. And you're forfeiting your own salvation. So with that being said, that's your personal towards God. We're not going to rally up and start all of a sudden starting to attack people or attacking y'all and all this other stuff just because you disrespected the Lord of glory. That's your disrespect towards him. So with that being said, you know who not to do that to, right? Because y'all never pick with no other religion. The only one y'all pick with is Christians. But you know to keep that mouth shut, right? Keep your mouth quiet. Because you already know the outcomes of what will happen. So y'all the real cowards, because y'all know what to do and what not to. Not to say that you get to just talk and say, well, you know, we got voices, but we're not going to harm you or do physical harm. But there's one that will physically harm you, and you know not to do that. I know who the true cowards are. But the way that they ended it, I liked it. I like what happened to Homelander. He wasn't even a superhero. He pretty much was somebody that just thought that because he had the power that he thought that he would scare people into following him or whatever. But at the end of the day, after the powers were removed, you saw the true him. He was a coward. So I liked how they did it. It was sad. I liked Frenchie. And Butcher, I hate what happened to him. I'm not going to give out what happened, because for those who haven't seen it, that if you do watch it, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and put it out there. Butcher's gone. Wanted to go ahead and kill all the Supes, but Huey basically stopped. I thought Mother's Milk might do it, but Huey ended up handling business. But I just want to say, this season, I'm sorry, y'all went hard. Even with Soulja Boy, y'all really went in on the disrespect for God this year. Out of all other seasons, y'all said some disrespectful stuff in the past, over the years. A little disrespect here, disrespect there, and that's to be expected. Y'all went in hard this year, more than normal. It was just so antichrist this year. That's the only thing that I could take away from this season. If I didn't believe in something, like if people was boosting up unicorns and I didn't believe in unicorns, I wish the freak I would sit there and put money and invest money to go out here and try to go against people that believe in unicorns. That is one of the most dumbest things that I could do. To dedicate, to take money and spend it, to push out there, just to let everybody know that unicorns don't exist. That blows my mind that y'all took the time, and a God that y'all don't believe in, to take the time and dedicate the whole season to disrespecting a religion. I ain't take away a bunch of nothing else. I took away that. This is supposed to be no longer a Christian nation, right? It's no longer, it wasn't never a Christian nation and all that. Okay, well, if that's the case, how come y'all always doing shows and y'all always against one religion? You always going heavy on one and never nothing else.